which Cappadocia underground city is right for you? Instead of just giving you my personal favorite, let's compare them across the categories that actually matter to travelers so you can pick the perfect one for your trip. By the way, everyone on the internet recommends the two biggest options, Kaymaklı and Derinkuyu, and we have dedicated episodes on both of them. If you want to see a massive subterranean network, they are great choices. But these two are not your only options. First, let's talk about location and distance. If you have multiple days in Cappadocia and someone else is driving for you, the distance doesn't matter much, as the drive from the center of Cappadocia takes only about 30 minutes. By the way, for most people, the center means towns like Göreme. The two big underground cities are very close to each other, and Kaymaklı is only a few minutes closer to the center. If you're a budget traveler using public transport, there's some bad news. No direct buses run from the small towns. Luckily, switching buses is pretty easy. You just ride to the main city called Nevşehir, then as the names of the towns are the same as the underground city, you catch the bus marked with the name of your favorite one. We cover how to find these bus stops in our episode Public Transport in Cappadocia. If you will be in the center of Cappadocia and you want an underground city close to the center, then Ozkonak underground city might be the right one for you. These names can be hard to remember, so I put them in the description for you. This one's name starts with an O and Z. Second category is size, and by size we mean how many caves you can visit and how deep the underground city is. I know people seem to ask which underground city is deeper or bigger, but we have to say that after a point you won't even realize the difference. Still, to give a clear answer, Derinkuyu, which in Turkish means deep well, is the clear winner as the deepest underground city. If you have claustrophobia and you're asking about the size because you think you might be more comfortable in bigger caves, the next category is for you. How easy is it to visit? What type of physical experience should you expect? Underground cities are not usually recommended for people who don't enjoy small spaces, but I also don't want you to be overly cautious and miss out on the experience. Travelers are usually worried about three things. Is it hot in there? Is it dark in there? And how small does it get? It is usually a very comfortable 60 Fahrenheit or 15 degrees Celsius inside the caves. In the ancient times, they used small oil lamps, but nowadays, thanks to electricity, you are never left in the dark. And how small it gets depends on which underground city you are visiting. Let's try to explain what's waiting for you inside. The tunnels in all underground cities are small, so while inside a tunnel, an adult cannot stand. But they're not tiny either, so you don't actually have to crawl. Most people can just crouch through the tunnels, so your knees don't touch the ground. These tunnels exist to connect the many caves of the underground city, and if you're not very tall, you can comfortably stand inside the caves. Most of the time you will be staying in the tunnels only for a couple of seconds, probably not for minutes. As you will be standing in the caves, you should be fine. If you're worried about staying too long in small tunnels, then you should choose Kaymaklı underground city. Derinkuyu is the deepest underground city, but to reach those deep caves, you need to go through some very small tunnels. There is only one tunnel to reach the deepest cave, so as you try to go back, there are people trying to come in. If it is a busy day, and it usually is, you might have to wait for a while in the caves. Considering this, Kaymaklı is the winner between the two big underground cities because the tunnels are always one-way traffic only. Also, if you don't really enjoy small spaces, but you also don't want to miss out, I have a different recommendation. Spelled M-A-Z-I, Mazi underground city has some of the largest caves in the region. Going in and coming straight out, there are no small tunnels. You might not be able to see all the ancient facilities, because in order to see everything, you'd need to explore, which also means braving through the small tunnels, but it's optional, not a must like in the other underground cities. Also, there are usually not many people here, so you might feel better with less people inside the caves. Mazi isn't a very deep underground city, but a very good option if you'd like to avoid big crowds and explore some large caves. To thank us for these travel tips, take a second and hit that like button. It helps us reach more travelers just like you. So, how much is the entrance? The price is the same for the two big underground cities, and I'll make sure to include the current price in the description. Although prices change every year, the price of these two have stayed equal for a long time now, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. If price is an important factor for you, Mazi Underground City and Ozkonak Underground City have lower admission prices, but those have less caves to visit. What can you see in which underground city? Is there one that offers more? In all the underground cities, you can find the kitchen areas, the wineries, ventilation shafts, and all the other facilities that historically existed in such a place. Derinkuyu Underground City offers one extra thing. A group of monks used to live there, so travelers can visit the small monastery of the Derinkuyu Underground City. If you are visiting the center of Cappadocia, there are many abandoned monasteries there, so don't let this be a deciding factor. Another common question: how much time would it take to visit an underground city? Derinkuyu will take around an hour, Kaymaklı maybe a little less time. You can visit the other two smaller underground cities in less than half an hour. There are always arrows showing you which way to follow, so if you explore the caves outside this route, it can take longer. Spending less or more time inside the underground city might not be a priority depending on your situation, so I leave the winner of this category to you. If you're joining a group tour, is it likely that the underground city you wish to visit will be included in the program? If you have a single day and wish to visit an underground city, your travel agent will probably recommend Ozkonak Underground City. If you're staying in Cappadocia for 2 days or more, it will probably be one of the other ones. You might have heard of the Green Tour. If you join that group, they usually visit Derinkuyu and sometimes Kaymaklı. If you're claustrophobic and wish to visit the Mazi Underground City with the larger caves, then make sure to mention this as you're booking your tour in Cappadocia. Another underground city you can visit in Cappadocia is in the main city Nevşehir. This place called Rock City is a big complex of ancient wineries, linseed oil factories, shops, storage areas, churches, and abandoned houses. If you have very limited time in Cappadocia, visiting the Rock City might be a good option, as you can see many things all in one place. You can check our episode called Rock City of Cappadocia for a detailed explanation. Let us know which underground city was your favorite and why in the comments. Reach out to us at info@realturkeytours.com if there's a destination you'd like to hear about or you need help planning your own adventure in Turkey. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a journey. Until next time.